how to do this. Nuts and bolts, no glossing over things, getting down to details, down and dirty on how to find winning stocks, how to buy them right, and how to manage them. Admission winners, every day I make a key list for the VIPs. This is the key list from last night. But I'm going to go through here and just show you some of these stocks and what they've done today. Taking it from the top. MongoDB. You can say, what? This hasn't broken out yet. I agree. I'm not trying to convey the message that every stock on the key list breaks out. No. MDB going across these tops. Hasn't broken out yet. Here we go. Here's the next one. Oracle. This is a pullback setup. Runs up on heavy volume, pulls back on decreasing volume, hasn't triggered yet. We're looking for it to take out yesterday's highs. It hasn't done it yet. All right? Continue onwards. Avgo. Do you see this base right here? This was on the key list to buy right here. We'll call it 655. 655 up to, I don't know, over 900. There it is, folks. And it works. It's starting to lift off here. We had an entry. The high on this bar is 837. What was our entry? 837.10. And it went. It picked up. Not a huge volume pickup, but you can see the orderly pullback on decreasing volume, support on this line near the rising 21-day. That's the setup. Continue onwards. United Airlines. Look at the clean and simple base. It's a cup with a handle. You can say, I see that. Watch this. Let's train our eyes and minds. At the IBD meetups, this is what I used to do. Slide it over before it broke out. Train your eyes and mind on what to look for. You can say, well, that kind of looks like a cup with a handle to me. Oh, look, the volume pickup. Look at that. That's kind of neat. And I showed you, and look, there it goes. And it lifts. Entry right there. And that's a great start. There we go. Continue onwards. Applied Materials had a nice base here, and it took off. What was our entry? Our entry was 140.90, and it lifts through these tops, taking out the highs of this bar. The high on this bar is 140.87. You can say, how do I know that? Do you see where the H is? Just focus on the H. Don't look at anything else but right there. When I put my cursor on this bar, the high is 140.87. What was the trigger price? 140.90. And that's a good start. There we go. Continue onwards. Lamb Research. You see the base buy right here? This was on the key list back here for buy. Look at the clean and simple base. Look at the volume pickup. Look at the run. That's a game changer, folks. Basing again right here. Taking out the tops of this bar. What was the entry? 633.50. High on that bar, 633.41. Taking out those tops. That's what we're looking for. I'll make this a little bigger so you can see it. And it did it. And it's a good start. That's what we're looking for. On the key list for last night. Adobe really hasn't triggered yet. Hasn't had much price push. Hasn't had much volume. Just sitting there, not doing anything. And I need to convey the message. I don't want anybody to think that every stock goes. Some of them just sit there. But those that do go, it's pretty good. AOS. That's not too bad of a start, is it? Right there. AOS, entry 71.30. High on this, just taking these tops out here. See the high on this bar, 71.20? Taking that out at 71.30. Did it right there. Off to the races. Good start. Continue onwards. THR, clean and simple base. Entry 26.50. There was an entry spot right there, and it's pushing through. Now, what's the negative on this one? Just want to point things out for education. This is what we do. There's not a lot of volume here, but you can see the clean and simple base breakout. Continue onwards. BSY starting to lift up. Not a lot of power today. Back here, this was on the key list, and I'll slide this over for you. Train your eyes and minds on what to look for. Oh, it's just going sideways. I guess if it takes out that line, that'd be pretty good. Just flat, leading stock and leading group. They voted. They voted big time. And look at the trend of the 8 EMA. That is how money is made. All right? Right now, it's just sitting right here. 52.40, it's tried to push through. Volume just so-so. So you sit tight. Just sit tight, and that's fine. EXP, shelf right here. Was a key list stock, lifted. Another shelf here. Breaks out here. And it's lifting. It's working. It's a good start. CELH. This one, the entry is 152 even. The high on this bar is 153.46. The high on this bar is 151.99. We wanted to take out the highs of this bar. It hasn't done it yet. No buy at this time. United Health Services, clean and simple base, and it pushes through the line and it lifts off. There you go. On the key list, entry again, 153.80. Weatherford started to lift, never had any real power, never bought, didn't do anything with it. What's the high on this bar right here? 67.19. What do we want to do? On the key list, we wanted to take out 67.20. It never triggered. There you go. ELF. Sorry about that. Entry 110.40. The high on this bar is 110.39. It hasn't triggered yet, but if it does, we'll be ready. BRO, right in here, this one started to go up, but it never triggered to the point of where there was enough power. Remember this will really help you. You want both good price action backed by volume. No volume, no buy. It makes it that easy for us. TEX, this is a cup with a handle that we're waiting for, and this hasn't triggered yet. But if it does, we'll be ready. Focusing on clean and simple base breakouts. That is where money is made.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.